Oh my God.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, and this is the Digs with Dee Dee. I know I have been going for a minute now. I am back, and I'm about to, you heard what Little Kim said in that song a long time ago. That's for the old heads. But I want to dive right in. We're going to get our shovels, y'all, and we're going to get to digging today right into this tea. So I know this is kind of like tea from a couple weeks ago, but this is something that I've been wanting to do a video on, this whole Dwight Howard situation, y'all has been insane. So I kind of like went in, kind of was doing my little detective vibe and dug up some information on Mr. Dwight Howard. So if you don't know, Dwight Howard is a recently retired NBA player. So a lot of things happened to him in the media in regards to relationships, a lot of shady things that were alleged a couple years ago that I'm also going to bring up in this video. But recently, the reason why I'm talking about this is his wife. I'm pretty sure she's still his wife when I'm going to put this video up, because I think he just filed for the divorce not too long ago. But his wife, Amy Luciani, she used to be on Love and Hip Hop. She is a artist. I think she does music or something like that. Most of the Love and Hip Hop, people are. But she put up a video, y'all, and y'all, I know y'all seen this. She was obviously going through some drama in the home front. Instead of just calling one of her girlfriends up, she dialed into Instagram, and y'all, this is what.
Losing my fucking marriage to this shit. This shit right here. I told everybody, y'all got my stepdaughter was just taken by CPS because of her father. CPS and the police have been here 3 times in less than 3 months, and I stood in it with my husband, even though I was scared for my own self. Whatever he wanted me to say, whatever it was, I'm thinking this is my husband. I had everybody around me saying, even after I tried to divorce him the first time, everybody around me says, you can't leave your husband this soon. You said through sickness, through health, through this, you said through good or bad. That's why I came back, but this is going way too far. But it's not even about me, it's about the kids. The stuff that I have to go through with he had him lying.
Y'all, I am not going to sit on the sidelines and root for anybody's takedown. I've never been that type of person. Even if I don't know somebody, I can almost relate to every situation that people have been through. I'm almost 44 years old. I've had relationships, marriages, kids. I've been in a lot of drama, y'all, so I can relate. But Amy, girl, you ain't got no kids by this man. You don't have any kids. I don't understand. It kind of confuses me when people are make it really, really hard for them to leave somebody that they don't have no connections to. And I'm not talking about connections where as though you done laid up with the person a million times. I'm talking about children. Amy, you don't have no kids by this man, Amy. Amy, are you okay? Are you okay, Amy? And I'm not being smart, but I just feel like someone like her, you married this man. I mean, you say you married him for love. There has been a lot of allegations and accusations in regards to this man, Dwight Howard, for years now. I'm going to get into it I'm going to touch a little bit on his one of his baby's moms, Reese. We know her from Basketball Wives. She was a dancer, and she had came on Basketball Wives years ago, and she has one child by Dwight Howard. She came out with a lot of crazy allegations about him and his lifestyle, his sexuality, was saying a lot of things. And a lot of people were like trying to play Reese to the side. They was really trying to act like Reese was crazy. Reese was tripping. And, after that, somebody had came out about him, y'all. It was an individual, a young man, that alleged that he was being sexually, I don't know if he was being sexually harassed and had been sexually assaulted by Dwight Howard. This is all alleged. We digging, but we allegedly digging on some of this stuff. But I don't know, you guys. I just feel like Amy's upset in this video. Apparently, CPS was unfortunately called. His daughter was taken from him. Obviously, there's some stuff going on in that house. If CPS takes your kids, because I know a lot of y'all had to deal with CPS before. I've had to deal with CPS before. That's something that you can't help. People will hate. People will call CPS on you because they don't like you. Sometimes people will call CPS on you because you they ex and you done moved on you with somebody else. So it's not always a situation where when CPS actually comes, they can prove anything. So for CPS to have came to these people's home and removed a child from the home, that tells me that something seriously was going on in that home that was not cool. For them to remove the child, they're protecting the child's safety. So, Amy went on here. She was crying. She was upset, you guys. She was really, beside herself about whatever that she was going through with her husband. She had alleged in this video that her husband was doing drugs, y'all.
He had him lying. I recorded it. He was coaching our son to lie on me, and I had to record it. And it's this shit. I try to tell everybody he needs some help, and ain't nobody would have fucking listened because he got the money. I kept saying, whatever, y'all don't understand. I live with him. He needs some help. And this is it. This is what I'm fucking losing my fucking marriage to. This shit right here. I told everybody, y'all gotta help him. He is spiraling. I'm in here with him. I'm trying to love him through it. I was gonna run out the door. I was gonna leave him. But everybody told me, don't leave him. He's struggling. I stayed, but not this year. We got the police involved. CPS, you're lying on me. You making up alibis. You got our son, my stepson, lying. And thank God I recorded it. And he innocent in this, but you said just to protect yourself, you would take anybody out, including me, and I can't let you do it no more. I don't want to share the dirty secrets. I don't want to go out like how everybody else did this, man. But I got to protect myself now. I'm uncomfortable. Now, I don't know what is going to, I don't know. I'm uncomfortable. This man has the money. This man controls it all. And it's not about no money. I've been with it.
Y'all, I just feel like sometimes women come into a man's life and they want so badly for something to work out. You're getting that first touch of love. You're basically getting love bombed by somebody. He's giving you the best that he got. You giving him the best that you got. And you're not really seeing the real person. Sometimes it takes you a while to see who somebody really is. And a lot of females will not listen to, an ex-girlfriend or a baby's mom when she's trying to tell you, girl, he ain't worth whatever that you putting into. You know what I mean? He's not worth it, honey. He's just not worth it. And for you to be a person of maturity, sometimes you do have to decipher, is this girl hating on me? Is she mad because he ain't with her no more? Or is it a situation where I might have to run? I could be in danger type of situation. So you do have to have a certain level of discernment to see what someone's information is. Now, before this situation, last year sometime, Amy had filed for divorce from Dwight. She was filing for divorce. It was irreconcilable differences. She wasn't really giving a lot of information as to why she was filing for divorce. She just said she was done. She was done. But after that, she had put up this video, y'all. She was kind of trying to give somebody some relationship advice. After you had tried to file for divorce, you gonna try to give us relationship advice? Really, Amy?
I met the love of my life, and I almost divorced his in 6 months, being real stupid and silly. Actually, we both filed for divorce. Let's talk about the struggles of being a new young wife. First thing I can tell you as a new wife, I know this is going to be a hard practice, but shut your mouth. Shut up. Now, I know some of y'all going to say, oh, you got to shut up because you married. What is he silencing you? No, sis, I'm not saying shut up. I'm saying pick your battles. And sometimes pick them quietly. Understand, when you became one with your husband, that means you became one. Y'all are one. You have to literally die to your old self. You don't want to do that yet. What does die to my old self mean? Because I'm very much still alive. Simply means adjustments. You got to make a lot of adjustments. Again, heavy on your one now. Know your spicy attitude isn't passion. It's a nasty attitude. That has to die for your husband. Confrontational spirits hidden by passion. You're not passionate, sis. You just got an attitude problem. Lose it. Quick gem. Successful top tier men, they just want peace. They don't want anything else. You can't do anything else for them besides bring them peace. Mistake I made, me and my husband going through issues, telling my friends about it. Don't do it. Dying to yourself is hard, okay? You spent your whole life talking, probably talking too much, getting the last word, being overly opinionated, being emotionally unstable. Some people settle for that, but this person married you, they're not going for it. Passive aggressive attitudes. Most black men, when you do that, it reminds them of somewhat what they grew up.
I'm not disagreeing with almost everything that she said in that video. You can tell that they were trying. They might have seek some type of like spiritual advice or something. Maybe their pastor or someone is sitting them down, trying to help them with ways that they can try to save their marriage and different tidbits on, you know, how to have a successful marriage. A lot of the things that she was saying in that video, y'all, I agree with her. But when two people are coming into a marriage and one person is already having a lot of struggles with their sexuality, allegedly, struggles with lust, allegedly, struggles with just all types of things that could be psychological, emotional, and things like that, it does make it harder for you to have a relationship with someone if they haven't already dealt with those issues prior to marriage. Like, let's be honest, because marriage is hard enough. But if you're going into a marriage with someone who is struggling with a lot of things, the things that I just mentioned, it's going to make the marriage, and he's putting up a fight from the gate. He or she is already putting up a fight from the gate. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? He did a sit down with someone. I don't know what the woman's name was. She was a reporter, and he was talking about how he was going through a lot of things in regards to allegations being thrown at him from the young man that I'm about to play the video of now. So I'm going to play the video of the young man. I'm guessing this video was after he had already filed the alleged charges against Dwight Howard, saying that he was sexually harassed and possibly even sexually assaulted as well by Dwight. He was getting harassed because of the allegations that he put on Dwight and the charges that he put against Dwight. It sounds like in the video he was saying that Dwight and Dwight's pastor was calling him at the time. All this is alleged, y'all.
Is calling me a fucking faggot in a wig, telling me I'm going to die, telling me to watch my back, telling me that they are having me watched. A pastor. A pastor. A pastor. So I don't get why I understand that everybody is so easy, like, you know, it's easy to talk about Dwight. It's easy to talk about, you know, people being gay and stuff like that. You know, that's easy. But everybody's straying away from the point of why I said something. They tried to take my voice away after they threatened me. After they already threatened me, they continued to threaten me. The threats got worse. That's why I said something. If this shit would have never happened, I would have walked away from that situation and I would have never said anything. I would have never said anything. What do you gain from dealing with someone who has a failed career? He is not.
So this individual looks like they had went live. This was years ago. I think this was in like 2019 or something like that. I don't know the exact year, so forgive me for that. You guys are just going to have to do your own Google search on that of when this young man had went live and regarding to being threatened. He said his life was being threatened by Dwight and allegedly Dwight's pastor as well, because he did come forward with all of, you know, the information. I'm guessing he was saying he was having allegedly some type of relationship with Dwight Howard. He was saying that they were messing around. You know, he was saying that Dwight was in the closet and didn't want this information out in the open. He even said, like, why would he lie about this? He's basically saying Dwight Howard is a washed up basketball player. So why would he lie? He's like, he's not famous like that no more for being a basketball player. I'm not trying to be smart, y'all, but when I seen this young man and then I'm looking at Amy, y'all. And I'm not saying that Amy looks like a man. Like, please don't misunderstand what I'm saying. Amy is a very beautiful woman. But what I'm saying is, I feel like when you go like this and you go like this, there's a lot of similarities between the two. So, I mean, for him to come forward and allege that he was having some type of relationship with Dwight, and then Dwight ended up marrying Amy, it's looking real similar. It's looking real familiar. It's looking real alike. I'm just saying, y'all. No shade, I'm just saying. But last year, in 2025, Dwight's baby mom, Reese, also went on the Mad Hatter show. And she spoke to him about, some things about her and Dwight's relationship. I'm guessing, I don't know. I also have like a clip of that interview. It was a very short clip. I don't even remember where I got this clip from, but just listen to some things that she was saying in regards to Dwight and like some information that she wanted to put out there to add a little bit of salt to things.
Have you ever witnessed him being with another man in the bedroom?
Yeah, all the time. They took mushrooms together. And then they were like in the bed moaning and like touching themselves.
The clip isn't over, y'all. I just had to stop it though. But that is Royce. That is Dwight Howard's, one of his child's mothers. They have a son together. And it was a lot of things that went on with her son. She alleged that the son was sexually assaulted for up to 5 years by Dwight's brother. So there's a lot of things going on in that family, unfortunately. A lot of things that are kind of crazy to put out there. I just feel like sometimes these celebrities, I would want to protect my kids. If I was famous, I would also want to protect my kids. If my son was sexually assaulted, I don't know if that's something that I would want to make public or not. I'm not talking down to her for doing so. She can also create awareness by doing so. I just am very protective over my children. And I would want to be protective over a child that's been sexually assaulted, allegedly by their uncle. But I don't know. She chose to put this information out into the open. So, I mean, I'm guessing she also looked at it maybe like she's semi-famous and people can look into court documents and find this information. I don't even know if that's why she chose to come out with it, but listen to the rest of this. Half of an interview, quarter of an interview. It's not even the whole tape, y'all.
Yeah, but they said that's an effect of taking mushrooms. I didn't take them.
I mean, we already here. Fuck it. Is he gay?
I think he's curious.
No. Because that's a strong... This out of all this shit that we're talking about, because you can't say that without.
Well, because I don't want to say, okay, you ever been in a house where you're like, how did we all get?
See, this is the thing, and I'm sure there's a lot of women out there that feel the way that I feel. I walk in a room and see my husband, baby dad, boyfriend laying in the bed with another man, touching on himself, rolling around in the bed. And you got to say, when you're asked the question, is he gay? Your answer is, he's curious. Ma'am, that's some gay activity. That is some homosexual hovering. That is looking more than curious. That's looking like you done had some of that and maybe you want some of that again. I don't know, but there's a lot of women out here that that are not bothered by dating men who have even openly admitted that they've been with other men. I am not one of those women. I'm not saying that you can't be delivered from homosexuality. I'm not saying that I don't believe that. I'm just saying that if a man is telling me that he's been with other men, I would not pursue a relationship with someone who's been with other men. I'm sorry. And I know that there's a lot of women out here that don't have a problem with doing that. I don't know if Royce is one of those women, but I don't see how you could see two men rolling around in the bed and touching each other and then you have the nerve to say that he's curious. No, it looks like he completed the mission and maybe he's looking for some more fun to be had as far as what he considers fun. But, you know, after hearing, and I'm sure that Amy knew all these things before she married him. If I'm hearing that a man has been with other men, I don't care how much money you got. I'm not marrying you. I'm not being your beard. We're not going to have a lavender marriage. It's just not happening like that for me. I'm sorry. But everyone is different and everyone marries and engages and communes for different reasons. I don't know, but it could not be me. It just could not be me. But I don't know. What do you guys think? I know at this time, Dwight had went and snuck and filed for divorce from Amy. You know, I guess he wanted to be the first one to do it this time since she did it last time. I don't think that they have been dealing with each other. I haven't heard anything. I don't know if there has been any reconciliation since she went live and basically, you know, yayoed us, Tony Yayo, Scarfaced us with that big old bag of you know, booger sugar that she had in her midst. She needs to be careful doing that on live because, honey, that is illegal substance, and she's lucky that she didn't have them boys right behind her right after she got up off that live. You know, keep your stuff to yourself if you're able to. Call one of your friends to vent because she was going. I don't know. A lot of people under the comments was saying that they think she's on drugs too, because who in their right mind would have came up on a live with all them with bags of drugs in their car? I have no clue. Wishing the best for her. Wishing the best for turnout for all of them. I will try to keep, you know, my ear to the streets in regards to this situation, y'all. But let me know in the comments what y'all think. Would you date a man that you heard in the streets dealt with other men? How do you feel? If you're a man, would you deal with a woman that deals with other women? It's different with men because y'all just freaky deaky. Y'all really don't even care if a woman likes other women. Y'all don't see it as a problem. I just don't. I ain't dealing with no man that got a history of peanut butter being on his dipstick. I'm not doing it. But let me know what y'all think. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to get back in here. We're trying to get our subscribers up. I will be hitting you guys with more content. Thank you so much for my subscribers that have stuck in there with me. Don't forget to share this video. Like I said, like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day, you guys.